Here's the truth. Not every luxury buyer is rich, and not every rich buyer understands luxury. The difference between the two is who knows how to make it pay them back. And I've met so many people who have fallen in love with the ocean views in White Rock, others who just want more space for their family, and a few who couldn't care less about lifestyle. They only care about their return on investment. The funny thing is, though, all three of these types of buyers are shopping right here in South Surrey and White Rock in the luxury real estate market at the very same time. Because luxury real estate isn't just one market, it's actually three: lifestyle, legacy, and leverage. And if you don't know which one you're buying into, you could be leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. That's the mistake I see all the time. People treat luxury in White Rock and South Surrey like it's just a fancier version of regular real estate. But the truth is it's not. The motivations, the risks, and even the way values grow are completely different. This video today is for anyone thinking about stepping into the higher end of the market, whether that's moving up to a dream home on the bluff, downsizing into something with an ocean view, or investing in a South Surrey estate that actually builds long-term wealth. One thing I've learned after helping hundreds of clients buy and sell here is that why you buy matters just as much as what you buy. So let's break down the three types of luxury buyers in White Rock and South Surrey, what drives them, and how to think like the smart money when you're looking at high-end real estate. You only get one chance to buy or sell your next home. Let's get it right. Oh, and worth mentioning, my name's Darren, a real estate professional based here in White Rock and South Surrey. I've been helping people buy and sell here since 2007, and a lot of the folks who find us here on this very channel do exactly what you're doing right now. They're figuring out whether this area is right for them. So if you want a truly local perspective from someone who grew up here, lives here, works here, and plays here, book a time in my calendar in the description below to speak with me and my team. Whether you're just getting started or ready to make a move, we can help you navigate the process with zero pressure. Okay, when it comes to luxury real estate in White Rock and South Surrey, not every buyer is playing the same game. Some people buy for lifestyle. They want the ocean views, the design, the feeling of waking up somewhere that inspires them. Others, they buy for legacy. We're talking things like land, privacy, and permanence that can be passed down through generations. And then there are leverage buyers. These are the ones who are looking for upside, opportunity, and long-term growth. And understanding which one you are or might be, or maybe even want to be, changes everything. The neighborhoods you look in, how you negotiate, and even what kind of return you get down the road. So before you start chasing listings or falling for the next great view, it's worth asking yourself what really matters to you. Because once you figure that out, the entire luxury market starts to make a lot more sense. So the lifestyle buyers, who most people picture when they think about luxury real estate. It's the person chasing beauty, comfort, and experience. For them, the home isn't just a place to live. It's a reflection of who they are and what they've built. They want to wake up to ocean views, host friends on their patio, and feel like every day starts with a little bit of calm and reward. And in White Rock, that might mean a contemporary bluff home with maybe glass walls overlooking Semiahmoo Bay. In South Surrey, maybe it's a Morgan Creek estate backing onto the golf course, or a quiet retreat tucked into the ocean park area surrounded by old growth trees. Lifestyle buyers are driven by emotion, but that doesn't mean that they're careless. The smart ones understand that the same things that make a home incredible to live in are what make it valuable later on. You can always do things like remodel a kitchen, but you can't recreate things like sunlight, exposure, or even the location on a street that just feels timeless. These buyers tend to do best in markets where scarcity and story come together. Marine Drive in White Rock is an example, or homes in Crescent Beach, or hillside homes right on the White Rock hillside with character and walkability. If you're a lifestyle buyer, the key is being honest about what truly matters to you. If that morning walk to the beach or the ocean breeze is what lights you up, you want to lean into that. Just make sure that you are also choosing a property with really strong fundamentals. Things like design, orientation, and a neighborhood that stays desirable over time. Because luxury isn't about spending more, it's about living better. And when you buy the right property, lifestyle and investment meet in the same place. Now, our second type of buyer is the legacy buyer, and they have a completely different mindset. They're not chasing trends and they're not in a rush to buy. They're buying something that will outlast them, which could be a home or a piece of land or really just a statement that says this stays in the family. These are the people who value privacy, space, and and stability over flash. And that's a really big distinction and a difference. They're often drawn to areas like Elgin or Chantrell or Ocean Park and maybe even Crescent Heights, neighborhoods known for their estate lots, mature trees, and timeless character. You don't see homes here change hands overly often, and that's exactly the point because legacy buyers think in decades, not market cycles. They ask questions like, how secure is this land long term? Or things like, what kind of zoning protection is in place? Will this still feel prestigious 20 years from now? They care about generational value, homes that can be passed down, refinanced, or held as part of the family portfolio. These properties become anchors for wealth, not just residences. Legacy areas perform differently here because inventory is tight and ownership is pretty sticky. When you buy in a neighborhood where the people don't leave, prices don't tend to dip, they tend to compound. So if you're a legacy buyer, patience is key. These homes don't come up every week, and when they do, they're worth acting quickly on. You're not just buying property, you're buying permanence because luxury isn't just about what you enjoy today, it's about what you can hand down tomorrow. It's a good point to let you know that if you're new to the area of South Surrey and White Rock, or just really starting to explore whether White Rock and South Surrey might be a right fit for you, you're going to want to grab a copy of our free community guide. The link is in the description below this video. And inside, you're going to find everything that you need to get a real feel for the area. Modern day price points, top neighborhoods, local recommendations, and even a few hidden gems that only locals know about. All right, and then there's our third type of buyer, and that's the leverage buyer, the strategist. They're not buying luxury for lifestyle or legacy. They're buying it because they see an angle, a way to create value, multiply equity, or position themselves ahead of where they think the market's going. These are the people who ask, what's next? They're studying Surrey's community plans, tracking future zoning changes, and spotting underbuilt lots where the view or the layout is being completely undervalued. A leveraged buyer might find an older ocean view home in White Rock and turn it into something spectacular through a high-end renovation. Or they'll buy in Morgan Heights because the next wave of development hits, knowing the lifestyle buyers will pay more once that area begins to mature. They think like investors, but play in a luxury arena. Their goal isn't just to own something beautiful, it's to own something that appreciates faster than the average home because it's tied to scarcity, land, or transformation potential. They understand that leverage works both ways. Bigger properties mean bigger upside, but also bigger exposure if you move without a plan. That's why they rely on data, redevelopment insight, and trusted local guidance because timing and precision matter much more at this level. If you're a leverage buyer, the key is strategy. Look for the opportunities that other luxury buyers overlook. Things like view lots, suite potential, or properties that benefit from upcoming zoning changes. The most successful leverage buyers I've worked with in South Surrey and White Rock aren't guessing where value will go, they're positioning for it. Because in luxury real estate, the best returns go to the people who can see beyond the listing and recognize potential before everyone else does. Whether you see yourself as a lifestyle, legacy, or leverage buyer, understanding why you're buying changes everything. It shapes where you look, how you evaluate value, and what kind of return you're going to see years from now. Luxury real estate in White Rock and South Surrey isn't one size fits all. It's personal. And when your purchase lines up with your real motivation, that's when it becomes both an incredible lifestyle choice and a smart financial move. If you're thinking about stepping into the luxury market, or you want to make sure that your next move aligns with your long-term goals, we should probably talk. I've helped hundreds of people make confident decisions in this space, and I'd love to help you do the same. You can book a private call with me using the link below in the description. And if you want to see what the top end of the market really looks like, you're going to want to check out the video coming up next, where we feature some of the most expensive homes and neighborhoods in all of South Surrey and White Rock. We'll explore some of the communities and the properties that define prestige in this region and show you exactly what makes them so sought after. Because once you understand how different luxury markets work, you don't just buy property. You build a portfolio that tells your story. So if that sounds good, I'll see you in the video coming up next.